Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I'm going to talk to you about the evolution of my sticker organization system. So I have been basically collecting stickers for a very long time. I'm going to be more positive here. Instead of saying that I'm a sticker hoarder, I really enjoy the process of organizing and collecting stickers. So I'm just gonna call it a sticker collection, and instead of like saying that I'm hoarding these stickers. In fact, I do try to use the stickers that I really love in my planner spreads. But nowadays, like basically all of my stickers are like planner stickers, and so yeah, I just need to be able to organize it. I do have so many stickers, and it has gotten to the point where like the flow of like where I store and how I organize stickers is something that I think like might be unique to me, and I just wanted to be able to describe and explain to you like how I've done it. And so I have all of these supplies here. I'm going to go through each of these things here and show you what I've got going, but I wanted to start off basically from the top and then start at the top, and then I'll skip around after that. So I'm going to kind of move this out of the way so that way it's not like super duper distracting. Oops, like things are falling. And I want to just like kind of start off in terms of talking to you about like how I started off doing this. So obviously I had to start my sticker collection from like a very small amount to the amount that I have now. I'm going to include some video a little bit later with like my full Happy Planner collection. But before the Happy Planner, I basically did not use Happy Planner stickers. I used like basically all of like the non-Happy Planner, like random brands that I had just from like the Dollar Tree, things like that. And so what I ended up doing was like basically using these photo boxes. They come in a giant box with a set of 10, and what I did was basically take the stickers and cut them to fit into here. I might be able to show you an example at some point later on, but I just basically cut it down to size so that way it would fit into the photo box, and just stuck them in here. I did put a label on here and just labeled it, and then the stickers would just be in here. Now this worked out when the stickers collection that I had was like kind of small, but then I didn't like it because I was cutting things up, one, and then two, when I needed a sticker, I basically had to go in here and just kind of flip through like a random collection. And so as my sticker collection grew, it just became more of a hassle than anything. But when my collection was small, it was a really good idea. Nowadays, you can see here, I basically store flashcards for Sophia. So that's what's in there. I just wanted to pull this off and at least start from the very beginning. So that's what my sticker collection started off as. Once I kind of grew out of like just using those 10 boxes, I decided to go through and develop my own kind of like sticker book. And so this was based on, of course, like the Happy Planner sticker books where they have like the little adhesive part, and they have like just it's the same like height as the like classic size, but it's a little bit like less wide, so it's a little bit more narrow. But I decided to go ahead and just take some like old Happy Planner pages, like classic size pages that I had, and I would just glue sticker sheets right on top of that, and that worked out well. What I ended up doing was like all the stickers that were in here in the photo boxes, I ended up like trying to like kind of puzzle them together and glue them on a sheet as well. And again, that was fun for the time that I was doing it, but my sticker collection just got so unwieldy that like cutting things and gluing them down, it was just a lot of work at that point. So this was like a short-lived kind of project, but I thought this was a really good kind of way of doing it. If you're wanting to like kind of use the sticker books that the Happy Planner has, one of the things I would recommend is just using old, outdated, or just like unused classic size pages and just putting your sticker sheets right on top of that. I think that's a good idea, a good way of doing it. Okay, so at this point, somewhere along my sticker collection journey, I decided to basically start collecting Happy Planner stickers. I'm not going to put it on camera. Actually, I will put it on camera. What I ended up doing was basically using these like sweater size boxes. These are not like the normal like shoebox sizes, but they're like the larger size. And I started storing my sticker sheets from the Happy Planner in here. And they're mostly Happy Planner, but I do have other brands in here that are, you know, the same size as the Happy Planner stickers, and I have this in there. Now my collection has grown so large that not only do I have this one box, I have basically a whole bunch of boxes. I'll include some footage here so you can kind of see that. And so that's how I've done it. I decided to record this as a separate video just because I thought I would need to explain it. So here are the two sticker books. Here are the Happy Planner boxes. This one has sticker rolls just by itself, but these are like the sticker boxes that I use with like used sticker books. And then going down here, there are basically these 5 drawers of stickers that I haven't used, these 5 drawers of stickers that I haven't used, and then those are all like Happy Planner or like sticker sheets from the Happy Planner. And then right here I have 1, 2, 3 drawers that have the document holders. So that's that. These 2 drawers are not, they're not like stickers, but basically stamps and paints. But yeah, that's my sticker storage. And so everything sticker related basically sits in this area. And because my sticker collection got so big at that point, I decided to basically start categorizing them. And the way that I categorize is the same across all of my systems. And so I just showed you the boxes. The boxes is like the main heart of like where I have my Happy Planner stickers, but like for Happy Planner stickers that don't fit into the box or like non-Happy Planner stickers that are not the right size, I do organize them a little bit differently. And so if they're not in the box, they're in one of 2 other alternative methods. So the second method that I use is basically these kind of like document holders. And so this, just as an example, is my alphas one. I just pulled it out randomly to show you. But again, like the first method is like if it's a Happy Planner sheet or like a similar size to the Happy Planner sticker sheet, it goes into those sweater boxes. But if it doesn't fit in there, then it will go into this document sleeve. So this is basically part 2. And so this is very similar to like the photo boxes that I had earlier, except it's much larger. So of course I don't have to cut down stickers. And one of the benefits here is that I can also include things that are not stickers. So like I have die cuts and other things in here as well. But these are again just alphas and like numbers, alpha and numbers. And one of the things for this one in particular is because alphas, you know, tend to like of course have the same font. I did go ahead and like even organize it more by like separating the different styles into its own Ziploc. But all the stuff that isn't like doesn't have like a partner, I guess, like isn't more than one sheet, I just kind of stick to the front. But that's just how I organize like and the alphas. But mostly the envelopes, these document holders, are just like random stickers. They are random in the sense of like they're within the category, but they're otherwise just put in there randomly. They're not organized out into like Ziploc bags like this one is. So that's how I do it. Now for these, once they like start getting to the point where like either it's getting too full like this one is, or even Happy Planner ones, if it starts to get to the point where there's only like a few stickers left on the sticker sheet, then I will go ahead and move it to my third system, and I'll tell you what that is right now. So my third system is basically reusable sticker books. Now this one is the one that I've made myself. This was one I made like several years ago. I really enjoy this process. I still use this sticker book all the time. And this one I picked up in a D-stash. And so for the sake of kind of talking about this one is just kind of its own separate thing, just because I got this at in a D-stash, and the person who put this together basically used her own categories. This, on the other hand, is my go-to, like in terms of the process. Like it's going to be in the Happy Planner box, or it's going to be in the document holder, or it's going to be in the sticker book. And those are really the only 3 areas it's going to be in. And this book right here is organized with the same setup or like the same categories as my other 2 systems. So I'll show this book to you and talk about all of my categories at the end. But I wanted to go ahead and talk about this. Reusable sticker books are the best. I really think that this is like the best way of kind of organizing, especially like the leftover stickers. Like I would not, you know, encourage you to like kind of move out like your full sticker sheets, just because it takes so long to do that. But if you have like a sheet that's like more than half used and you just have like little bits and pieces left on the sticker sheet, it's good to be able to put it into a sticker book. And so again, I picked this up from a D-stash, and so I'm just going to flip through it really quickly just to kind of show you what it looks like. But yeah, this is again like the organization that someone else set up, and these stickers are so pretty. They're mostly, from what I can tell, Capital Chic design stickers. Capital Chic designs, but there's some Happy Planner stickers in here, and some other brands as well. I know there's some Agenda 52 and things like that. The thing I don't like about this one is that it is letter size, and yeah, so I don't necessarily use letter size all the time, but I do have my daily planner, so I can use some of these stickers with that, and I just keep the sticker book with it. It's, you know, portable enough, like it's thin enough to be able to do that. But I also don't like the quality of this paper, so it's kind of like a super slick material, and I find that the stickers don't actually come off of the sticker sheet that well. Some of the stickers do better than others. I missed this. a page here. Some of the stickers come off up better than others, but some do not. Like once it comes off of this page, it basically loses its stickiness. So I don't think it really serves the purpose as like a reusable sticker book, if that makes sense. But again, like this is was organized by someone else. I have been trying to use these stickers. Again, I try not to be a sticker hoarder, you know, organizer and collector of stickers, yes, but like to hoard stickers in a book, you know, that I won't be able to see in terms of planning, you know, I try not to do that. But I do also like really flipping through it and looking at it too. And there's some blank pages in here. I will not use these pages, like that's not my plan. But yeah, and then there's a stash of stickers in here. And again, I got all of these from the D-Stash. So these actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and take out to kind of put into the rest of my system and organize it into my system, right? And so these are super cute stickers, but I'm going to organize that separately. And then one thing that I did add in here, this was not from the D-Stash, but this is just like all of the random like full sheets of sticker paper that I have cut down. Like I obviously used the other half of it and I just cut it down. So I like to save these just in case like I need to print something out on sticker paper and I just need like half a sheet, or I need to like cover up like some writing and I don't have white out, so I save all of that back here. So that was my addition, but that's the only thing I've added to this, and I'm just trying to use this down. And you know, I enjoy the stickers, so I'm going to try and use that down. Now with that being said, I did over time create my own, and again, just to step back again and kind of talk about it, Happy Planner stickers go into the sweater box, and any like sticker sheets that are the same size as the Happy Planner go into that sticker, like the sweater box as well. If it doesn't fit into it, it goes into the document holder. And then for both sticker sheets in the Happy Planner sweater box or in the document holders, if like they start getting to the point where like they're getting in the way because there's only just a few stickers on it, I move them over here. I also move stickers over here if like there's a sticker sheet that has like multiple different like categories on it. I like to try to remove categories so that way it's easier to categorize in the box itself. So if there's, for example, a bunch of bullet points and a bunch of flags and then like a bunch of like functional boxes and decorative boxes, I try to remove some of those pieces so that way it goes into one category instead of like being a mix of categories on one sheet. So I hope that makes sense. But this is my baby. And again, across all three of these systems, the sweater box with the sticker sheets, the document holders, and this book, I use the same categories. In this book, I do combine some of the categories, so I'll explain that. But basically, this is what it is. I'll try not to like flip through and like stop on all these pages, but I do want to show you the entire thing just so you can kind of see it. At the front, I basically have these like Happy Planner sticker sheets that were already pre-punched, right? And then the first category I have here are boxes. Now in my regular, like the sweater box, I do try to separate them from like functional stickers like that I can write in, as well as colorful boxes. So those are two separate categories. But in here, I basically put them into one. I put anything that's basically functional items. So you can see this productivity thing here, which I probably should move into a different category. But these are all functional boxes that I can write in. That's how I categorize it. And I'm trying to explain like how I made these categories just because I think that makes like that might be helpful for others who might be considering it. But I do try to like have colorful boxes as well as like functional boxes in here. And some of these came from like sticker rolls, like these all came from a sticker roll, and so that's why there's so many of them. These came from sticker rolls as well. And then these are just random, like I don't even know why I had them in here, like just random things that I have collected over time, like I said. And this sticker release paper, I will link in the description box. I have found that this is the best. I really enjoy the quality of this sticker paper, and I feel like it doesn't like stick too much to the, like the stickers don't like adhere too much to it, and so I can take the stickers off quite easily. And I find that it doesn't lose stickiness. I just really enjoy this paper, so I will link it in the description. I did get it off Amazon. So again, like I have colorful boxes as well as functional boxes with checklists. All of that gets mixed up in here. Right, so this is my entire category there. And I'll just show you an example. Like it just comes right off. In this paper, I think it just comes right off and it sticks right back on. The Capital Chic, this one, I feel like I have to use a pair of tweezers and just kind of like maneuver it off. It just takes a little bit more effort. So the second section that I have, and again across all three of my systems, is decorative boxes. These are the ones that I would not write in. It basically contains quotes, and they're kind of square-ish, but I also put circles in here. Anything that's like decorative in nature, in terms of shapes, squares, rectangles, circles, flags, those types of things. If it has something that's a saying in there, or if it has an image in there, then I put them in here. I do have some flags that are larger that I wouldn't use like to as a checklist. Those go in here as well. So that's decorative. And then the third category here is headings. So headings to me are like small quotes. So they're like basically the headers that you would use, but also like these small tiny icon buttons, things that don't have rating per se in them, but you would use to kind of like head up a list. So all of these headers, of course, right? And then here, these were all came from a sticker rule. So I stuck those all in there. But again, these are all headers. I do include in here, I know a lot of people have like a separate category for weekend headers, but I put them all in here. I just don't see the need to separate them. But here are smaller flags, you can see that. But I do actually have flags as a separate category too. So some of this is just like my own, like when I'm in the moment, like what happens, and where I stick them. But here you can see there's like a half, like pages that is not full, so I still have room to grow into this. So that's one of the benefits of using a disbound system. You could just like add to it. All right, so the next category, and I showed you the document holder that was related to this, but this is alphas. So alphas to me are like all the letters, of course, but also any numbers, numbers that I would not use to date. So if it's like not a 1 to 31 kind of scenario, then it goes in here. So I think, like, just to show you an example, like these are like just 1 to 0, like 1 to 9, and then the 0. So those I would not be able to use to redate. I do have a section for dates. And again, I have this in both my sticker sheet holder as well as my document holders, right? These are all the like months from like Happy Planner kits. And then here is where I start to kind of put all the dates in here. And so the dates will be all the months, as well as like the dates, as well as days of the week. All right, and so that's there, and it's just again a random collection. I just move it over here. The next category is bullets and flags. In my sticker storage, but not in my document holders. In my document holders, they're combined, but in my sticker storage, I do separate these into bullets and then a separate section for flags. They could be combined, honestly, but this is what this looks like. Again, these are all the things that I consider bullets or flags. I would use them to create checklists, essentially. So that is there. All right, the next one is seasonal. Now, seasonal in here is combined. So it's all the seasons plus birthdays, any holidays. But in my sticker storage, both the document holders and the sticker sweater box, they are separated. So there's a seasonal section, which has like all the sheets that have like multiple seasons or like multiple holidays in one, as well as birthdays. And then I, of course, have winter, fall, summer, and spring. And so that's that. These I thought were Valentine's Day, so I put them in seasonal. And this is what it looks like. So again, I have room to grow here. All right, so that's seasonal. And again, it's combined in here, but it's separated in my other two systems. The next one is abstract. Abstract to me is just like all the like confetti and sparkle and that type of thing. Yeah, and I just have very little of that I've moved over. So that's that section. Then the next one is animals. Right, and I put in here like mermaids as well, and unicorns. Those go in here as well. Right, so that's animals. The next one is budget. Again, I think these are self-explanatory, so I'm not really explaining it, but like budget here. Budget, from what I've noticed, it tends to be like on like sheets that have some that are budget and some that are not budget related things. So if it's a budget related thing, I put it in here. If it's not, then I put it in headers or flags or wherever it belongs. Right, the next one is Disney. And so this is mostly Disney, but it also has like all other licensed characters. So I know there's like Peppa Pig, there is like My Little Pony. So it's just all licensed characters, Batman, that don't really, I mean, they're all licensed things, right? Then this next section is Faith. And here in Faith, I do keep all the decorative boxes, all the headers, all the things related to Faith in one section. So if it can go into Faith, it would go here first instead of being moved to like headers or whatever. The next section is fitness. I don't even work out, but I have a very large fitness section. So it's fitness as well as wellness. So I have habit trackers in here, meal prep related stuff, and then of course all the workout related stuff. Like these stickers, you can see like they were on here and then they kind of fell off and kind of moved themselves around. Yeah, that happens sometimes. All right, this next section is florals. Florals, I generally speaking keep on the sticker sheets, so I have very little here. And when I use this floral sticker sheet, I do try to use the entire sheet. So like these are just like the loose, like leftover pieces. And then food. Food is food, of course. So these are all the icons and deco pieces related to food. I do have some meal prep. These should be in the fitness section, but these are like deco pieces. And then I do have some colorful boxes or boxes related to food, so those go in here as well. Right, and so I have some room to grow in that section. House is a combination of like baby related items, so like baby girl, baby boy stuff from the Happy Planner, but also like mom life related messages, like adulting type messages, and then all the stuff that you would do for the house, so cleaning, chores, like any errands related to the home, those all kind of went in here. And then of course I have my TV icons, buy groceries, all these kind of go into this house section. And then I don't know if you can see this, but this was like a 1 month to 12-month kind of thing. I don't know if you can see that. It barely shows up, I think. But yeah, I put that there too. So cute. All right, icons. Icons is kind of my miscellaneous category for any like deco pieces that I couldn't find a place for anywhere else, so it didn't go into any of the other categories. So these are icons, like small decorative pieces. At this point, I guess I haven't mentioned, but like basically I have it in alphabetical order. The only thing I don't have in alphabetical order are the first three, or like the first couple of sections. So it's going to be, you know, the colorful boxes, the decorative boxes, and then headings are like at the very front, because those are like, to me, like fairly functional. And then I put seasonal right after that, and then after that everything else is in alphabetical order. All right, so this one is nature. So nature is anything not florals and not animals, although I think at some point I had run out of room, so I have a couple of animals in here and a couple of mermaids, things like that in here as well. But this is where all the non-animal or non-floral stuff belongs. All right, and then quotes. Quotes mostly are going to be clear quotes. These need to honestly be in like the decorative boxes section, but that's okay. So these are quotes. Generally speaking, I'm looking for like clear quotes like this that go in here. But again, like I have decorative boxes too. And so, you know, again, some of it is just like at the time, what I was thinking when I was like putting it on the page seemed to work for me. Yeah, so that's it. And so I have some headers and that type of thing in here as well. So those are quotes. School, again, like all school related stuff. I do have a couple of like sheets that came straight from the Happy Planner, so that's in there. And then I have all the pencils, the like random like quotes related to school, like a giant sticker. If I use that, look, think about how much space I'd be able to gain back. Right, so again, that's school. The next one is social. So social to me is like, I guess to me, an interesting kind of category. It's a combination of social media and all planning related stuff, but also any things that are related to like friendship or like leaving the house that I would do with other people. So like, of course, like sister, girlfriend, that kind of thing. So any kind of friendship related stuff, but also like all the things that like to me seem like engaging with other people. All right, so like all the chat things, but you know, it's just like any events that I do with other people, like, you know, coffee dates and lunch dates and things like that go in here as well. All right, the next section is sports, which it's kind of a small section, but these pages, I decided I got really lazy. This came from like obviously a non-Happy Planner. I think it was a Michael's, like one of those $1 books, and my daughter didn't want them, so I went ahead and just punched them. What I did to punch them is basically remove the sticker from the left-hand side and just like shifted them to these sheets and then just punch these in. So that's another kind of way of doing it if you want to, you know, not spend so much time doing it. Just move it over here and then just punch the pages directly in there. All right, and so that's just the one sheet of sports. The next one is travel. So travel, or of course all the flight related, world related, globe type stuff. Okay, so that's travel. And then the last section is washi. These are all the washi strips. So they're the little tiny washi header strips, as well as the longer ones. These came from like the washi book from the Happy Planner. And so I stuck pretty much like, I think maybe 2 or even 3 books of washi books in here. And so I have a lot of that type of washi. And I need to use some of this, I really do. But they're on like very thin, like translucent kind of paper, so I like using them, but like they do show through. Like they're not like opaque, they're not gonna like cover it all the way like a sticker like this would, right? And so these are all the washis, and like little tiny washies as well. And then I have a couple of sheets here that are like blank, so I can like, of course, grow into this. And again, like that's to me one of the benefits of the discount system. I can just like add the pages as I need to, right? And so again, I will link the sticker paper for you so that way you can see that. But that was a flip through. Those were all of my categories. If you have a question about one of my categories or like anything about my system, feel free to ask it. I think that this system has really worked out for me. I'm able to basically carry around like a whole category, like a whole, like all my categories in this book and be able to use this. So this is what I use if I'm like really pressed for time and I don't want to sit through and sort through all of my stickers. I can just pull from here. But you know, if I have more time, I can go into my sticker stash and like pull some stickers from there. Or if I'm on the go, this book goes with me and I'm able to like plan on the go. It's of course quite thick, so it's not something I carry around like with the to the doctor's office or anything like that. But if I'm like going to a planner meetup or just hanging out at home, or like at one of my family members' homes, like I can have this with me. I could just put it in a bag, carry it with me, set out all of my stuff, and just kind of plan while, you know, the kids are playing or whatever. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's, you know, been something where I've been like kind of updating it, and so I wanted to go ahead and update, you know, YouTube about where I am in terms of my sticker organization. It's still pretty much the same system, but I just really enjoy watching these videos, and so I thought I would record my video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.